What's up, everybody? It has been a whirlwind of a day. Oscar Pareja, the new manager at Orlando City, announced this morning on Twitter his press conference tomorrow, 10 a.m. It will be streamed live on Orlando City's social media platforms. It's been a while. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I'm Evan Weston, that's Miguel Gallardo, and Chiu with us as well from the Orlando City broadcast team. Guys, Oscar Pareja is here. Papi, the manager, a man who has been successful everywhere he's been, took Colorado to the playoffs. His biggest success at FC Dallas, bringing in multiple trophies, bringing that team into the upper echelon of MLS, and then going to Xolos and Liga MX as well, and going to the postseason with them. Jenny, I know you talked to Oscar earlier. What was his reasoning for wanting to come here to Orlando City?
Well, he talked about the challenge that this is and how excited he is to take that on, and the opportunities that Orlando City can give him in terms of the DA, in terms of the facility, in terms of giving him that backing and working with Luis Muzzi again, someone he's struggled with in the past, and getting that chance again.
Yeah, I completely agree. And, you know, I read a lot of stuff on social media, and the biggest thing I gather is people are speaking about the fact that he fits the bill. You know, we talked about a lot of managers about having a lot of experience, and there's a ton of them out there that are really looking for an important job like Orlando City is. But when you look at his resume, when you think of what he brings to the table, I think he brings the right kind of experience, like you said in your column, and I think it was spot on because you look at his resume, the fact that he's been to playoffs with FC Dallas many times. This club strives to really give importance to the homegrown system, the pyramid of Orlando City, the infrastructure. He gives it a lot of importance. A lot of players have come out of FC Dallas. He built that academy. The fact that he's made it to the postseason in Major League Soccer. He's always had a consistent team in FC Dallas. You always look at FC Dallas as a team that's very hard to play, especially at home. Explorer Stadium, we're looking to make Explorer Stadium a fortress, and I think he has the ability to do that. He knows the league very well. I think there's a ton that we can talk about this guy as to why I think he fits a bill.
Let's take a look at the resume for Oscar Pareja here. He's a guy who in 2016 won the Supporter Shield on 60 points, and he was actually on 60 points the previous year and only lost on goal differential to New York Red Bulls. So
incredible.
He got it over the line the next season. Also won the U.S. Open Cup, was MLS Coach of the Year in 2016, just 3 seasons ago. FC Dallas had the second most points in MLS in his 5-year tenure. And after he leaves FC Dallas, he could have continued there had he wanted to, but I think Oscar Pareja is a guy who wants to continue to take on a new challenge. He was under consideration, Jenny, for the U.S. men's national team job, chose to go to Liga MX instead. What did he tell you about that process?
I mean, he just talked about how honored he was to even be considered, and that speaks to how humble he is, because I gave him the opportunity to talk about, you know, what this says about the work that he's done and the reputation that he's built to even be considered for that big of a job. And he just said, you know, I'm just honored. It shows that I can put in more work and all these things. And ending up in Xolos was great for him because he led that team from, you know, down below to into the playoffs the next season. So he had options.
Yeah, no, and you know, and you have to admire the fact that if you look at his position with FC Dallas, he was comfortable there. He didn't need to leave anywhere. He had a team where he had full control. He had a big imprint as to what was happening within the organization, and he chose for a big challenge to go to Xolos, taking from 15th place into the playoffs right away with a budget that was below the half of Liga MX, and did something really special there, and also used the talent of the academy as well. I think that's another important point as to what he brings to the table.
Well, you mentioned the academy. FC Dallas has the MLS record for homegrowns, 26 of them in their history since 2008, and every single one of them, for the most part, there's only a few who aren't, were brought into the organization by Oscar Pareja, either when he was the academy director or after he became the head coach. Orlando City looking to accomplish that same sort of a culture. Everybody's under the same roof now at the Osceola facility, DA, OCB, up to the first team. He toured the facility this morning, Jenny. What did he have to say about his experience there?
I mean, he said he was surprised with how much MLS has grown, super impressed with the facility, and very excited for how this will bring the team together in terms of having the DA, the OCB, and the first team in the same place. What benefits that will bring for the club.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the way the league is structured, where you can't really rely on bringing expensive players to fill out a roster, DPs, you know, we only have a little bit of space for that. You just have to have a strong pipeline from young talent coming for the academy, and I think he brings that element to the table. You know, sometimes you need to surround those good academy players with talent that we already have. By the way, Nani's coming back next year. I think he's somebody that the young players can really look forward to working with, and the fact that they're going to be working together. He used one word, he said unified. That's what he said. The academy, OCB, even in the first team, they're going to be connected, they're going to be together. I think that brings so much value as to the future of this club.
And even with the front office too, Luis Muzzi and Oscar Pareja working together for many years at FC Dallas. Exciting times. Oscar Pareja announced this morning as the new manager. His press conference to introduce himself to the city of Orlando will take place tomorrow. That's Thursday, December 5th, 10 a.m. It will be streamed live on Orlando City's social media channels.